here's the plot hold where we find another sophisticated one about Sammy and Bendy again for the last 150,000 for the last 155,000th time. I wanted to sing it. My husband's cheating on me with a demon. My husband's cheating on me with a demon. I don't know what to say about it. My husband's cheating on me with a demon. I don't know what to say about it. Oh, I can't take the thought of him kissing like that. I can't take. I was just trying to have a good night. I was just trying to get some peace and quiet. But then I heard that fucking demon getting it on with my husband. I was just trying to enjoy the night. I was just trying to get peace and some quiet. Then I heard that fucking demon getting it on with my husband in the laundry room, yeah. Fuck this shit. Now here we got some bendy lemons, apparently. What the fuck? So they're just adding a whole, what's that thing called? Bootleg. They're adding the whole bootleg gang to it. I don't know. I'm fucking doomed. I am doomed, guys. I'm doomed. Again, this is reminding me of a certain short that I didn't want to watch. But I unfortunately watched it. What was this, on a Saturday? Because a friend told me that it was a good idea, and then I watched it and I cringed until I had tears. Not literally, because, I mean, it's a cartoon, but you get my point. This literally says some love, some lust, and a whole lot of tentacles. Yeah, it's one of those, guys. It's one of those. Great. Great. Welcome to me being turned off part 2. God. I'm cringing so hard right now. I don't have a clue. You know, my clue is so gone right now. My clue left it. My clue my clue dropped. My clue dropped. And it's gone. I'll never get a clue again. So in this, apparently Sammy is Bendy's sex slave. Why? Just why? I want to ask, just, is there a reason for this? Is there a reason for this, honestly? I don't enjoy this. I literally thought this said he laid prostrate on the floor, but it does not say that at all. It does not say that at all, and I thought it did. So apparently here in the other chapter or whatever, Sammy doesn't even know if Bendy has anything. You know what I mean? So apparently he thinks that Bendy's too good for him and will like never notice him. Basically in chapter of the game. In the chapter of the game, apparently. I think they're trying to go for, you know, chapter 2 when Sammy is like trying to like have the guy, have Bendy notice him, kind of like you would have your crush notice you. even though I don't think that that was supposed to be what it was, but like lots of people was like making that one to be there because it was so obvious that you know what I mean. I don't even gotta explain this. This is fucking wild. So Sammy meets like or hold on. So Sammy cleared his throat, only to immediately regret it as Benny looked up at him. "Oh hey Sammy, how you doing? Writing some good songs for me, I hope?" Bendy Sammy's all like, yes, Bendy, even though I thought that he called him my lord or whatever the shit. Sammy stuttered in the response, feeling beads of sweat growing on his forehead and on the back of his neck. Bendy seemed to pick up on his nervousness and raised a non-existent eyebrow. That's right, Bendy don't have eyebrows. I'm dumb. Everything okay there, Sammy? You need help or something? He asked, sitting down the can of soup next to him on the counter. I'm well, even though that doesn't say that. Pretend I said that. Sammy took a moment to close his eyes and breathe deeply and step forward. Bendy, I would like to make a humble request for you. We all know how Sammy talks. We all know how he talks. He started trying to keep his voice from wavering. I'm listening, Bendy replied, con- curiously crossing his legs and bouncing the one on top casually. I would, Sammy gulped, trying to maintain eye contact with the demon. I strive to please you, Bendy, and it would bring me great satisfaction if you would allow me to please you in that way. Oh my god, this is what the fuck, man? This has turned into something. This has turned in a way that I never have before. He managed to utter, his heart seeming to be beating 1,000 miles per hour. He nervously tugged on his tie as Bendy smirked. Even though Sammy doesn't have a tie, he never wore one, but he has like suspenders. He never even like wore a bow tie or anything. I guess in this one he does. The demon chuckled, sending a chill down Sammy's spine and a spark of arousal to his nethers. Arousal to his nethers, guys. This is peak fiction right here, you guys. Really? He said. Yes, Bendy. The composer replied, not having taken a breath for quite a few seconds now. Well, Bendy considered placing his chin between his thumb and his index finger, trying to. That doesn't say trying to, and I've never thought about. I never thought about what it'd be like to, with a guy before. I would say same here, girl, but same here. Same here, demon. Same here. He considered. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. I just didn't make sense there for a minute. He considered that thoughtfully. But I suppose if you want me that badly, which he then glances up to Sammy, up and down, causing the man to almost faint right in front of him, then and there. Clearly you do. I'll let you. See if you can seduce me. What do you say, huh? Sammy immediately nodded his head and he closed his eyes and breathed deeply. And all of his inhibitants, pretend I said what that said, fall away? Fall away. All his work stress, all his self-consciousness, every every one of his thoughts except for the thought of Bendy. Then slowly he kneeled for the ink demon before opening them up again. My lord, he began. Bendy looked down at him with interest. Get ready for this one. Your beauty is like no other creature I've ever laid my eyes on. Truly a marvel to behold. My mirror moral, your eyes are hardly worthy enough to even open gaze upon. Your greatness, my lord. Without you, my life would be worthless. With every word the human said, even though I don't know why they're calling him that, Bendy's smile grew a bit wider, flicking his tail for some reason he has a tail, back and forth with slight excitement. My lord, will you be so kind, ever so kind, as to grant me with permission to place my filthy, unworthy flesh upon you? Damn it. I suppose so. Bendy consented with a figment of nonchalantness. Thank you, my lord. I am in forever in your debit. Or, I keep messing up these words. Okay, let me try that again. Thank you, my lord. I am forever in your debit card. This is truly an honor of which I have never been ever so granted before. Slowly, Sammy bent over and kissed Bendy's shoe, inhaling the smell of pure ink as he did so. It made him lightheaded in the most pleasant ways possible. And then he continued placing kisses up Bendy's legs with all the care and devotion he possessed. In the process, the dirty blonde locks of his side bangs brushed Bendy's legs. I can't stop laughing, damn it. Stained the tips of his hair, I think, with black ink. When his mouth arrived at Bendy's knee, Sammy looked up at him with black stained lips, hoping and with hopeful eyes. Oh, okay. Does this please you, my lord? Would you like me to go on? He asked. Bendy grinned down at him and slick black tongue poking at between his teeth. Yes, you may, he replied. Oh, thank you, Sammy praised, raising his hands up carefully to grip the demon's bottom. At this, Bendy's tail, because apparently he has a fucking tail, I don't know anymore, stilled in surprise. He looked up at Sammy with a curious look as to what he'd do next. Carefully, Sammy picked up the demon and carried him over to the chairs at the table where he at the table where the lunch workers. What? It doesn't fucking say that. And I just said it. Okay, I skipped over that part. It was just nothing there. Bow to me, Sammy. Show your lord how you really adore him. Wow, this is some type of trope here. The demon commanded. Immediately, Sammy drove out out of the chair and bowed for Bendy. My lord, he shakingly begged. Do with me what you wish, my lord. I am nothing but a toy to play with. Standing up, Sammy immediately began to place kisses and licks up and down Bendy's enormous uh that's his pencil. That is his pencil. That is literally his pencil. That's not a hog or anything else. That's that's a downright fucking that is a pencil. That is a pencil. Is the meatest though. What is the meatest? You forget I said anything. Please, my lord. Sammy moaned before looking up at Bendy with ink smearing on his face. My lord, destroy me. He probably kicked up his leg when he did that, and he probably did some type of fainting too. Bendy's smile somehow widened even further as the predatory growl on his something whatever. Bendy demanded. Quickly, Sammy complied, his hands, scrambling to his hands. Bendy said, on your hands and knees, he demanded. Quickly, Sammy complied, scrambling his hands to knees, facing away from Bendy. Bendy considered Sammy for a moment, who was absolutely trembling and drenched in sweat. Holy shit. You know, if I think about it, I would say that Sammy really likes Bendy. I swear he'd get a divorce for this thing for Bindo for I think I'm right because looking over here, Sammy's just like hopping right on Bendy's pencil or pen. He's just hopping right on that ink pen and like just without any hesitation. Like he's just hopping on that ink pen and he's going to town. Jesus Christ. Why did it have to be, I don't even know at this point. And meanwhile this happened. Apparently, who was in the other room? Allison Boris. Oh my god. Could you imagine that if like your roommates were like hopping on each other's ink pens and like going to town? I couldn't. I don't think Yeah, I think I would be like, "Oh, I should probably leave. Like this is not my business to be." I'd feel so awkward. Oh my god, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd fuck up. I'd fucking up and leave. I'd be like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." What the fuck is this shit? Like, what? They're comparing Bendy to a lion right now, and I feel so confused. This makes me wonder too, like, even though, damn, I'm such a curious person. Why do I always have to do this? Why do I always have to think like this? But, anyways, I was wondering, like, as a curious person, not to be strange, but do you think, do you think that Sammy would cry during? Do you think Sammy would cry during? Do you think he'd be passionate? I kind of think so. I think he'd be a very like. Now this is just out of curiosity and thought giving or I'm not being strange. I'm just I think he'd be passionate. I really do. I think he'd be a passionate guy. Just full of tears and and such. So this is how Sammy became Bendy's prophet, because it says here. Now, who gives a shit about canon stuff? We're not talking about whatever the fuck canon is. What is canon?
What is love?
This says right here, if I'm your lord, then that means you're my prophet, and all that, such and such. And Sammy's all like, yes, my lord. Yes. Okay, that sounded crazy. But he did reply in a hoarse voice, so maybe I was right. Holy fuck. So, wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, okay. So Joey doesn't have to hear about this, but I thought it said that Joey heard it. I was gonna be like, what? So I was gonna be like, not only did Alice and Boris have to hear this, but Joey too? What? What the fuck? Oh my god. Like, I didn't expect, like, it just reminds me of a certain image in a way, for some reason. Don't know why. Now let me try to redo, like, okay, so this I think is the part where, like, Bendy shows Sammy his ink pen or whatnot. So, like, Sammy saw Bendy's ink pen, but regardless, Bendy got to see Sammy's goodies, and we didn't. We did not. We did not see it. We did not see Sammy's goodies. Uh, like I said, Bendy literally gets everything. I should probably stop being sarcastic before somebody thinks that I'm actually being serious. Now, when he says, come for your Lord, filthy sinner, or whatever, this kind of reminds me of a certain song.
Your tongue won't last.
They wasn't wrong when they said that it was smut as fuck. Oh, now see, this is what I'm talking about. He noticed me. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm just a jealous guy. What?